grabbed Skinny Bones' hand, murmuring in his sleep that he hoped they could play together again tomorrow. At that moment, Skinny Bones began to change. He transformed into Big Squishy. Skinny Bones was no longer just a one-day friend, he had become John's permanent companion. For him, this was truly the best possible outcome, the real purpose for which imaginaries come into this world. The group was overjoyed for Skinny Bones, and it also made them think of their own former companions. Speaking of his own companion, Amanda, Jack's face lit up with pride. Amanda's imagination was so vivid she could turn a lamp into a towering tree. Her mind was a world of brilliance, and it made Jack shine, too. That's why he so desperately wished Amanda was still alive, even if it meant he could never see her again. Emily deeply understood how Jack felt. She placed her own goggles around his neck, believing Jack would surely meet another companion as wonderful as Amanda one day. Snow also hoped to find a friend, maybe even sooner than Jack. But anything was possible. They began searching for a way to open the library door when Jack suddenly spotted William standing below the house of Skinny Bones' human companion. Jack urgently asked Emily, if an imaginary isn't forgotten by their human but is eaten instead, what happens to the human child? Emily told him the child would be left with an unfillable hole in their heart and might even die because of it. Jack pleaded with Emily to trust him, then turned and ran off. As Emily watched in confusion, a bus arrived. She had no idea what Jack was planning. Meanwhile, Jack sought out William on his own, determined to save Skinny Bones and his human friend. That familiar scent filled the air again, and William's face lit up with excitement. He couldn't believe Jack was delivering himself right to him. Step by step, William closed in, opening that abyssal mouth once more. Fortunately, a bus passed by at that moment. William quickly dodged, and Jack seized the chance to escape. He fled all the way back to his former home, slipping inside just as the mother was closing the door. Of course, she couldn't see him, she simply walked upstairs quietly. She had only returned to pack a few things before heading to the hospital early the next morning to care for Amanda. So Amanda wasn't dead after all. But Jack felt a pang of sadness. Had Amanda really forgotten him? He followed the mother up to the attic, the place where he and Amanda used to go on adventures. On the bookshelf was a box labeled for Jack. The mother opened the box. Inside was a photo of Amanda with her father. How could a child forget her father? She simply never spoke of him in front of her mother. A wave of sorrow washed over the mother. Then she opened Amanda's favorite umbrella, and tears she could no longer hold back streamed down her face. On it, Amanda had written reminders to herself, not to forget her father, to protect her mother, and to stay strong and not cry. Seeing this, the mother wept uncontrollably. And this was also the reason Jack could not cry.